Are you looking to uncover the true cost of owning property in Wisconsin? Well, in this explainer, we'll show you how to unlock crucial financial insights in just a few steps. Whether you're hunting for your very first home, you're a seasoned real estate investor, or maybe you're just trying to nail down next year's budget, getting a grip on local property taxes is, frankly, an absolute must. We're going to take what can feel like a totally overwhelming, highly decentralized system, and we're going to break it down. Our goal? So you can confidently search, read, and actually understand property tax records for literally any address in the Badger State. No more guessing games here, just real practical value. All right, here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll start with Wisconsin property tax basics, move into finding tax records online, then navigating county-specific tools. After that, understanding property tax details, checking out offline resources and support, and finally, a quick summary and important disclaimer.
Okay, let's dive right into Section 1, Wisconsin Property Tax Basics, the foundation of local funding.
Before we go wild typing addresses into random databases, we really need a quick primer on how Wisconsin actually handles property taxes. Why? Because it directly impacts how you're going to search for them. Wisconsin uses something called an ad valorem tax system. Sounds fancy, but it's just a Latin phrase that means according to value. Basically, your taxes are levied based on the assessed market value of your real property. That includes the land itself, your actual house, and any attached buildings or fixtures. And these taxes are absolutely crucial. They are the central pillar of local funding in Wisconsin, paying for K-12 public schools, technical colleges, county services, and essential municipal operations like police and fire departments. Now, you might be wondering, what keeps all of this fair? Well, it's the uniformity clause, right there in the Wisconsin Constitution. This mandate basically dictates that the rule of taxation has to be uniform across all real estate classes within a taxing district. But, and here is the really critical takeaway for our search process, while the rules are uniform, the administration is highly decentralized. Local clerks and assessors handle the initial rolls, and then those get turned over to the counties. So what does that mean for you? It means there is no giant master Wisconsin property tax search website. Nope, you have to know exactly which county your property sits in to get started. Moving right along to Section 2, Finding Tax Records Online, your step-by-step universal guide. Which brings us perfectly to actually tracking down those digital records. Now, while every county has its own quirky system, the core methodology for finding your tax bill is pretty much exactly the same across the board. Think of these 3 steps as your universal key. First up, locate your specific county treasurer or tax portal website, meaning if you're looking at a house in Madison, you're going to the Dane County portal. If it's in Oconto, it's the Oconto County portal. Second, find their property search bar or database tool. And third, and trust me, this is where most people get totally tripped up, you must enter the specific address following that county's exact formatting rules. Section 3, Navigating County-Specific Tools, Quirks and Features Across Wisconsin. So because these are separate, often legacy database systems, they can be incredibly rigid. If you just type the address the way you normally would on Google Maps, you're probably going to get an error message and might falsely believe there's no tax record for the property at all. For instance, check out these differences. In Dane County's Access Dane portal, you can type a partial street name, but you absolutely must omit the municipality. Do not type Madison or it will fail. Over in the City of Milwaukee's My Milwaukee Home portal, you need the full address, including the cardinal direction, like north or south. But then you go up to Oconto County using their GCS portal, and they want you to enter the house number only, literally no street name at all to start the search. It's wild, but it's absolutely vital to read the search instructions right there on the screen before you start typing. Let's zoom in a little closer on Dane County for a second, because they manage over 170,000 parcels. Their portal offers a really neat dynamic quick search with a brilliant type-ahead feature. So as you type the address, it pre-populates suggestions, making it super fast. But say you're dealing with duplicate street numbers across different jurisdictions. In that case, they also provide a traditional advanced search. This gives you highly precise filtering capabilities to make absolutely sure you find the exact property you need. And you know what? Once you successfully pull up a property record, these county portals are absolute gold mines of extra data. In Waukesha County, your search links directly to GIS spatial mapping and indexed land deeds. Over in Dane County, you might spot a red locked padlock icon. That's an opt-out feature where an owner has specifically chosen to redact their name from internet publication. Oconto County provides a super simple PDF download of the electronic tax bill, and St. Croix County actually integrates right into a payment system, so you can instantly see if the current balance is paid up. All right, Section 4, Understanding Property Tax Details, Breaking Down the Bill. Okay, so you've successfully searched the address and now you have the tax bill right there on your screen. But what are you actually looking at? A typical Wisconsin tax bill is absolutely packed with specific terms. First, there's the assessed value, which is simply what the local assessor has determined the property is worth for taxation purposes. Then you have the mill rate. This is the actual tax rate, and it's expressed as a dollar amount per $1,000 of assessed value. You're also going to see state credits, which are state-funded offsets that literally lower your net tax rate. And finally, pay really close attention to your due dates. In places like Waukesha, the full payment, or the first installment if you're on a payment plan, is strictly due by January 31st. So once you actually pay that bill, where exactly does all that money go? Well, let's look at a real breakdown for a property in the city of Waukesha to give you an idea. Check out this distribution. 53.8% of the tax dollars stays with the city of Waukesha itself. Then 35.41% goes to the Waukesha School District to fund K-12 education. About 9% goes straight to Waukesha County, and 1.75% goes to the Waukesha County Technical College. It really highlights how your property taxes directly fund the community immediately surrounding that specific address.
Let's move on to Section 5, Offline Resources and Support, Getting Help in Person.
Now, what if you run into trouble, or maybe the digital database is glitching out on you? Don't panic. Remember that highly decentralized system we talked about earlier? That actually works in your favor here, because it means there are real live human beings locally employed to help you out. You can always just pick up the phone and call your local officials. The Winnebago County Treasurer's Office, for example, openly lists their direct phone lines to help citizens. And if you need to pay a bill, you definitely don't have to navigate a web portal if you don't want to. Waukesha allows you to walk right into any Waukesha State Bank branch and pay your taxes in person. And get this, you don't even need to be a customer of the bank to do it. There are also 24/7 secure drop boxes at city halls and public libraries. Plus, if you ever look at your bill and strongly believe the assessed value of your property is just wrong, you can submit a formal review or objection request during what's called the open book period every May. And finally, Section 6, Summary and Important Disclaimer. Wrapping up. So, the absolute most crucial point here is that while the Wisconsin system definitely has its quirks, you are now completely equipped to navigate it like a pro. Let's do a super quick recap so you can start your own research right after this explainer. Step 1. Identify your county-specific tax database. Step 2. Follow their strict address entry formats to the letter, whether it requires the full street name or just the house number. Step 3. Pull up that bill and interpret the assessed value, mill rates, and local levies. And Step 4. Always remember that your local clerk or county treasurer is just a phone call or a quick visit away if you need any offline support. Before we totally wrap up today, I do need to share a quick mandatory educational disclaimer with you all. Disclaimer: the information provided in this explainer is for educational purposes only, and viewers are encouraged to consult with local authorities or a professional for specific advice tailored to their situation. Your property taxes are a major financial obligation, so please always rely on official county records and professional counsel when making any big financial decisions. And there you have it. You now hold the keys to understanding local real estate finances in the Badger State. Whether you're budgeting for a brand new home or you're just a little curious about where exactly your tax dollars are going, the data is out there just waiting for you. So, what crucial financial insights will you uncover about your property today? Thanks so much for joining me in this explainer, and happy researching.